Her name is Molly Lovett. She is from St. Louis, Missouri. She will be performing this Saturday at Freedom Jam USA, and yours truly gets to host the show. It's going to be a great, great time. Finally get to meet that young lady. We're going to head over to St. Peters, Missouri. It's going to be at the Diamond Music Hall this Saturday. The show starts at 2 p.m. and it's going to go till 11 p.m. There's going to be a car show, all kinds of stuff, a barbecue, and man, we're going to have a good time getting to meet these artists. Jesse Keith Whitley is the headliner this year at Freedom Jam USA. He is the daughter, of course, of the great... he's the son of the great Keith Whitley and Miss Lori Morgan. So that's going to be a great, great show. And if you're in the area, anywhere in the area, we're driving 3.5 hours to get there. Come see us at Freedom Jam USA. It's going to be a great time. 100% of the proceeds goes to support our veterans and first responders in the area. They're going to build them tiny homes, teach them jobs, and educate them on getting a job. It's going to be a great, great event. Your money goes directly to that cause. It's going to be a wonderful event, and we hope to see you there. Freedom Jam USA. The latest single from Molly Lovett, it is called Flower Girl on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Sorry's real pretty when it comes wrapped in a bouquet. Forgive and forget me nots don't always make it okay. Self-incrimination displayed in a vase, and I couldn't see them any other way than something that dies just as quick as it came. And I thought that would never change, but now you got me crazy for daisies, thinking that maybe they could be just because you showed me I shouldn't settle. I'm done picking petals. He loved me not. Roses are red, violets are blue. I was never a flower girl till I met you. Suddenly stupid love letters ain't so cliche. February 14th ain't just another day. I was always the type to hate PDA, didn't think people actually kissed in the rain. But now you got me crazy for daisies, thinking that maybe they could be just because you showed me I shouldn't settle. I'm done picking petals. He loved me not. Roses are red, violets are blue. I was never a flower girl till I met you. But now you got me crazy for daisies, thinking that maybe they could be just because you showed me I shouldn't settle. I'm done picking petals. I like what I got. Now my dress is white, borrowed something blue. Never needed a flower girl, but now I do. I do.
That is the latest single from Molly Lovett. It is called Flower Girl. And once again, she's going to be performing live for you guys in just a couple of days at Freedom Jam USA. That's going to be at the Diamond Music Hall in St. Peters, Missouri, almost to St. Louis. We're going to see you there, and yours truly gets to host the show. It's going to be a great, great time. Jesse Keith Whitley is the headliner this year. Lots of great music going to be played, though. John Eason's going to be there. My good friend Dan Wallace. Lots of great talent. Mark Perkins music. Check it out, freedomjamusa.net. You'll get the whole show lineup and where you can still get your general admission tickets. Well, I'll tell you what, you don't need a ticket tonight to hear Adam Grant on the radio. My good friend from Georgia, how are you tonight?
Mr. Tim, how you doing?
Doing fantastic, brother. I'm glad to have you back on the program. We've talked a few times, but it's been a while.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. A lot of stuff has gone by since then, but it's good stuff.
Exactly. Man, you're making some great country music and some ballads, man. I love a ballad in the world of country music. You got some good stuff, brother.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. I really enjoy just creating music, you know, and I love traditional country music. I love writing it. Some reason I end up on the ballad side so much. I guess I'm just good at them. I don't know. But,
yeah, that's it. You can stop right there.
I have some upbeat honky-tonk tunes, but I'm just these ballads are so good. I'm trying to get them recorded. They're kind of, I guess you'd say, priority, you know, over the others. But I've got some under my belt ready to record as well. So
that's awesome. You just got back from Nashville. You were telling me earlier today when we talked, and you're really excited about what the outcome was when you went. So we can't wait.
Yeah, it was a great time. I mean, I could spend every day, every week in Nashville recording. That's my love. You know, some people love performing, and but mine, that's just my true love. I love being in the studio. I love creating music.
You're like me behind this microphone, man, and my wife says it to other people now that we're getting the show out there and doing it in different theaters now in Branson and stuff. He's in his element doing his thing.
Yeah, that's right.
It is. It's what we love, you know, and we have day jobs. I think you probably do, but I don't know. You may be doing music full time now, but I know you used to be a law enforcement officer. I don't know how long ago, but
I was doing that for over almost 14 years, and 14? Then a drunk driver decided to put me in retirement.
Okay.
I got hit by a drunk driver at 80 miles an hour while I was on a traffic stop one night on the interstate.
I never heard that story. We didn't talk about that the first time. I didn't really know that, and then I saw a post about it somewhere, and So, you know,
it was a crazy night.
Yeah, I work close with law enforcement and doing security for a living. You know, that's what I've been doing for the last 12. So, wow, I did not know that was what took you into retirement. So, but you know, God has a plan for everybody. You know, and ours led us to you and the music because of the radio station, and it continues to do that. When I started this about 10, 11 years ago, so.
Well, you definitely have an excellent thing going. It's awesome, and I truly appreciate you having me on there and playing my music, man. It's awesome. I really appreciate that.
You know, I told another theater today that we're going to probably be doing some shows from, you know, about the radio station and what we do, and I had the privilege to interview William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys. We pre-recorded it. I do most of these live, but you're going to hear the pre-recorded one tomorrow night. It's going to air, and just phenomenal. You know, we've been following the Oak Ridge Boys for a long time. They used to have a theater here in Branson. Well, now they're playing at the Mansion Theater, and they got full tour dates at least till the end of the year, but they're trying to retire too. They've been doing it for 50 years, but boy, it's just hard to pull back from something you love, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but I tell you, I'm happy to be focused on music now, and I play a Garth Brooks tribute show out in Texas, in Houston, based out of Houston. We play all over Texas, so I fly out and do that show, and that keeps me busy stage-wise. And then when I'm home between shows, I'm doing my thing with, you know, writing and recording. So I take my trips to Nashville, and I just did the second session, so that totals 12 songs, and really good stuff, man. I've been recording with basically the Ronnie Millsap band.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I've made friends years ago with Ronnie Millsap's steel guitar player, John Heinrich. He's just a super talent. He plays multi-instruments, steel guitar, dobro, saxophone. He's really good, and he kind of introduced me to the rest of the guys, from Ronnie Millsap, and great guys, man, just awesome. And then there's a guitarist that he doesn't play for Ronnie Millsap, but his name is Eugene Moles. He's out of Nashville, and he used to actually play on Hee Haw, and he toured with Merle Haggard. Man, there's so many names, and I can't think right now, but just great stuff. I mean, he is an excellent guitarist. He has that Bakersfield sound,
Yep, I love it, man. That's the show I grew up watching, and really, kind of started my love for country music to what it is now. The '90s country is really what pushed me over the edge. But yeah, so you probably maybe have met my good friend Risa Binder. She was opening for Ronnie Millsap when he did his farewell tour. I think it was back in 2016. That he started doing the farewell tour for Ronnie. But yeah, she's great too, and she's taking a break from music right now, raising her daughter. But we got to meet her in person in Nashville in 2016 at the Wild Horse Saloon one night when we took home a couple of Nashville Universe Awards. So that was fun.
Wow, yeah. He's actually having a final farewell show October 3rd at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville.
I saw that post on Facebook. Actually, I think I was looking at it yesterday. I sure did. So. Awesome. Well, you're not the only law enforcement officer or firefighter that has turned to country music. I got my good friend James Rose is a firefighter in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C., and then Chris Darlington is still an active law enforcement officer, makes great country music. So how did it come about for you that you think country music was your thing and that you wanted to do something with it?
Well, I always loved instruments. I can remember, I think it was first grade, a lady came to our class and brought all kinds of instruments in the class, and man, I just couldn't stand it. I wanted to get over there and play those things so bad, and the other kids were like, oh yeah, that's cool, but they were, looking out the windows and doing other things, but me, man, I don't know. It was just this instant attraction to music, So when I got about 12, I started playing guitar. I had a buddy of mine that lived in the neighborhood. He taught me 3 chords, and that was it.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, and really, I actually started on drums. That was my first main interest on instruments, but then I transitioned over to guitar, and I realized that I really enjoyed writing songs, and I wasn't trying to be a singer. It's so funny because you watch these American Idols and The Voice, and you see people, they just, and no offense to anyone, I'm not saying it, but you see people that they want to be a singer so bad, but that wasn't my thing. It wasn't that I wanted to be a singer. I just really loved country music. I loved writing country music. I liked the country lifestyle, the deer hunting and the fishing and, just that kind of thing. And so I started writing all these country songs, and I guess it's kind of like, sometimes I put it this way, if you were a mechanic and you built a NASCAR, a race car for NASCAR, but you didn't have a driver, but you want to test this thing, so even though you're the mechanic, you get in it and you drive it. So that's how I became the singer, because I was writing these songs, and I was like, well, I guess if I'm going to write songs, I guess I better sing them, So I started doing that, and I was pretty shy at first, and then I got my confidence up a little bit, and I don't know, it just kind of evolved, if that makes any sense, into singing country music,
Man, my uncle started doing rock and roll music because he loved Elvis back in the day, the king of rock and roll. And I remember when I was a young kid, we went to Colorado to see him, and, he had Elvis all over his garage and a big Everlast thing hanging off the garage because he would kick the heck out of that and punch it because he was into karate, just like Elvis used to do, supposedly to relax and everything. But yeah, I remember that. And you started a band too a while back called Bad Horse. And man, you made some great music. If folks haven't ever researched that, check out Bad Horse, because I tell you, that song Mississippi Rain, I love it still to this day. So.
Oh yeah, and that was some neat times, man. That was right in the smack middle of my law enforcement career. Mm-hmm. I used to sit at night, because I was always on night shift. I'd sit there and write my songs in the police car until I got a call, of course, and I had to take off. And I'd finish the call, and then I'd come back and pick up where I left off and finish writing it. But we ended up getting a record deal, and I was able to step out of law enforcement for about 4 years. And we started doing, well, we had 3 national radio tours, and we did 2 movies and a music video with Terry Bradshaw. We were in a movie with Travis Tritt called Brother's Keeper. Uh-huh. And we had 3 consecutive #1 songs on New Music Weekly charts, and Nashville Music Road charts. We had we were voted best new group for 2010, so that was pretty cool. So, you know, I can always say, well, we were an award-winning country group.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny, but really neat times. It's such an awesome experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I really love now being able to focus on just, you know, kind of being a solo artist and writing these songs and recording them. So.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, your new music is fantastic. Still love your older stuff, too. We play it all the time, and I get requests for it. You got a favorite fan, I believe, in here, in Shelly Lynn. She's in Olathe, Kansas, in our chat room tonight. We have actually met her.
Oh, yeah.
She was at our wedding a couple of years ago. It's going to be our anniversary's coming up on October the 10th. And, you know, speaking of sitting out while you were doing law enforcement and writing songs, I was sitting out in the parking lot of a resort where I was doing security at, and I was on a dating site called Plenty of Fish, and that's where I met my wife, who's also in the chat room. So we kind of have that in common. I wasn't writing music, but
there you go.
But
shoot, yeah.
Yep, and fishing, Plenty of Fish. That goes well with me because I love fishing, and I know you love deer hunting, man. I see all your stuff about getting ready for deer season, and you got a great piece of property there in Georgia to do it too.
Yeah, I'd always wanted to own some land, and luck just had it. I finally was able to get this. It's kind of like a tree farm, because it's pine trees that you eventually cut, and you can sell the trees off of it. But I call it a deer farm. It's 142 acres down here in Harris County, Georgia, and man, it's got some great deer on it. We have I run a little hunting club on it, and just good times. That's when I was in Nashville. As much as I love being up there, I was also thinking, man, I kind of wish I was down there hunting.
Well, I tell you what, we were talking earlier today on the phone, you know, making sure we were still on for the interview tonight and all that. But I was telling you, we need to get you to Branson, Missouri, because I didn't tell you this when we talked earlier, but Branson, Missouri, and this whole Ozark area that we're in has so many deer around here. They, a few years ago, made it legal for you to hunt a deer in the city limits. As long as you're not shooting towards a house, you can bow hunt in Branson right in the city limits.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So, they
got the big deer out that way.
Yeah, absolutely, and you got to watch for them too. That's the #1 animal that does the most property damage is a deer. So a lot of people unfortunately run into them, and you know this little town is only a 10,000 or so population, but about 8.5 million come through here because of the country music history that it has. So.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen the I guess you'd call it stardom, the stardom of the Oliver Anthony guy that wrote the Rich Men North of Richmond.
Yep. Man,
that's amazing. And it actually inspired me the other day. I said, you know what? I've had a song on my mind similar to that kind of thing, and wasn't but man, 2 weeks ago I just wrote this song just instantly, and we ended up adding that to this session up here in Nashville. And of course, I don't want to say a bad word on your radio station, but the title of it is "Leave Me the Hell Alone."
There you go.
And it's just talking about the political mess that's going on right now. All this craziness. It's just unbelievable stuff, man.
Sure is. I'll tell you what, this next election is going to be very, very interesting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, crazy. Well, anyway, so I wrote this song, and it's a really cool song. I mean, the music. Oh man, you're gonna love it. It's so awesome. The drummer in the session, his name's Rory. I think he's from New Orleans, down that way, and last name is Faciane, Rory. But he's a killer drummer. He did an awesome job on this song, man. You're just gonna love it. But it just talks about like the beginning words to the song it says troubled times, and that's what it is. We're living in troubled times, and it's got a bunch of stuff in it. A friend of mine, he calls it the Trump song because it mentions Trump in it. But it's just talking about all the craziness and just I don't know, a lot of corruption and stuff. But it's a really cool song, so y'all look out for that pretty soon. It's already recorded, and it'll be. I'm going to try and get it out soon, so it is probably going to be available before Halloween.
All right. Well, that sounds good. That's coming up quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
September's almost gone. Yeah, a couple of days left.
Oh, yeah, and I recorded a song called Smoky Mountains. It's like a bluegrass-style upbeat song, really cool. Talks about Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. What else? A song called Memories. This is cool because it's the slowest song I've ever written, and it's just awesome, man. It's like Vince Gill meets Willie Nelson. I don't know how to put it, but it's somewhere between them two, and it's just a killer slow song.
Yeah.
Great harmonies.
I was talking to my wife as we were coming back to the house from Branson today. We were right downtown. And, me and you talked earlier about the Garth Brooks thing, and you've been doing a tribute to him for a while now and having good success with it. And you're fantastic at his songs. But, I was telling Brenda, it's just like kind of doing Branson. There's a lot of tribute shows here. There's a bunch of Elvis tributes. There's Marty Robbins tribute. I work for that guy. We got all kinds of different tribute shows, but not so much original music, and that's what we need in Branson. That's why I want to bring you here, because it seems like your creative juices flow when you're writing your own songs and playing your own stuff more than doing a tribute to somebody else.
Right. Yes. Yep.
That's just the way I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, the tribute stuff is really hot right now, especially in Texas. I don't know, people just enjoy it, but man, there's so much awesome talent also as far as the original artist. I don't know if you're familiar with Jake Worthington. Good Lord, man.
Am I familiar with Jake? We just saw him about 4 weeks ago again for the second time in Springfield, and he gave me a shout-out live on stage. He says, I want to give a big shout-out to Tim Kelly. He's one of the first guys that started playing my music when I started 10 years ago almost it's been. So.
Oh, yeah. And Zach Top. I don't know if you've seen him.
Not him.
Man, incredible. I mean, and I always believe this, that you're never going to hurt your own success by supporting the success of another.
No.
And too many times you see in music, unfortunately, and everywhere you see it and everything, but people don't want to, just like Facebook, people don't want to like your post or comment. And it's like, you know what, I've never been that way. If I see something good, even when it's not good, I still show respect, and I'll comment and say, hey, man, great job, sounds great. But usually it is good. Everything I see is pretty good music out there.
I met my wife on an online dating site, and I've said this about Facebook. There's never going to be a marriage on there if we don't have some engagement, right?
Yep.
That's how Brandon Davis, the guy that I interviewed from Chattanooga, Tennessee, he opened for Tim McGraw last summer. He met his wife on Facebook on one of those, it says people you may know, and he just thought she was pretty, and he reached out, and they ended up getting married. She had 2 kids of her own by another marriage, and so did he. Now they got a family of 4, and they're just beautiful, and they're living the dream, making music. So you just never know. But yeah, you're right. It takes that engagement for your post to really be seen by a lot of people, and that's that way for me here lately. So many people are following me that I don't really know, and I look them up, and I'm like, whoa, this is a radio dude. This is big. He's listening. And I got a radio guy that is actually sending me the bios of the artists for Freedom Jam this Saturday that I get to introduce, including Jesse Keith Whitley. So. I got to do all that justice, man. You never know who's listening, and that's why you want your own music out there, because you never know what song's going to take off.
You're exactly right. Yeah, you never know. I mean, there's no telling. And when you put a song out there, who knows who comes across it on Spotify or YouTube or whatever platform they're using. But yeah, it's just there's no limit,
Well, and it's a win-win doing this program and getting to meet folks like you because we both get heard. My voice gets to intro your music, and we're going to do it right now on a great ballad called Nothing Like Me Losing You. Tell us about this one.
Oh, man. Let me tell you, this song hit me when I was driving. I was coming home, and it was just the title. That's all I had was, and I said, good Lord, wait a minute here. And it was so catchy that I had to Google it and YouTube it and make sure there wasn't a song written. Of course, you can have the same title as someone else, but I didn't even want that. I wanted this original, like, mine. You know what I mean? And
right.
So anyway, when I had that title, Nothing Like Me Losing You, I said, you know what? I have got to devote every ounce of everything I have to make sure this song is golden. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I sat down and man, the words started flowing, and it was just I had to stop. I was like, I can't believe this. There's no way I'm writing this song right now. It was so good. I just had to sit there and be like, I called my dad. I said, you got to hear this. You're just not going to believe how good this daggum song is. Yeah. So anyway, I finished the song, and that was it. That's what really sparked my recording, because that was in the last session a few months ago. And I was like, you know what? I got to do this. It's on me. There's no way I cannot record this. I have to at least give it this effort and what the song deserves,
Yep.
So anyway, I wrote that song, and I put myself in that situation. You imagine losing somebody like that, and it's like, man, I've been through so many bad things, but all those together, there's nothing like me losing you.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of meaning.
That is amazing. I can tell because right before we got on the air with you tonight, I asked you about which 3 songs you wanted to play for Triple Play Thursday, and you were super high on this one. So it shows, brother, and that's what I love to hear is the excitement in your voice, because this is some great original music. And so if you guys haven't heard Adam Grant tonight, you're in for a treat. We're going to play it right now. It is called Nothing Like Me Losing You, and then we're going to come back and talk some more to him here on KICR Indie Country Radio and the Tim Kelly Show.
I've seen grown men cry. I've seen grandpas die. I've seen lives torn in two. I've seen sad goodbyes. I've seen lonely times. But that's nothing like me losing you. I've seen friendships end, favorite teams not win, lifelong dreams not come true. I've seen broken hearts, plans that fell apart, but that's nothing like me losing you. I'd go insane, I'd burn down in flames, I'd drink myself blind, I'd lose my mind. No one would know what I'm going through. 'Cause there's nothing like me losing you. 'cause there's nothing like me losing you. No, there's nothing like me losing you.
Getting a lot of great feedback in our live chat room, my friend, on that one. It is called Nothing Like Me Losing You. Mr. Adam Grant is live with us tonight, talking to us from Georgia, but fresh back from Nashville, and more new music on the way, man. And now you're excited, aren't you, ladies and gentlemen? I am too. Good job, brother.
Thank you so much. And you know actually that one and the next one, I believe the one that you're planning on playing, they're going to be live. Let's see. October 1st, they're going to be released, so they will be available on all platforms.
Sounds good. Absolutely. If I wasn't friends with you, I'd give you as an anniversary present your music to my wife, but I can do that from everything you've sent over. So we'll just call it an anniversary gift. Your music is your music is a gift to the world. Absolutely. And we've been giving it out for a while, and you're great at ballads, man. That Let Her Hurt song is still one of my favorites from one of your older projects, but I love that song.
Yeah, that one's another one, man. When I wrote that, I just sat there. I was like, how in the world did I just do that?
Yep.
It was awesome, and I don't know, it turned out to be great in recording. We decided to make it a piano song, and it was just, I don't know, it just all worked out.
Yep. Now, you were telling me off the air here while that song was playing that the next song we're going to play, North to Knoxville, was actually written by one of your members that you had in the group Bad Horse. So you're giving him all the credit and everything for writing it. But the third song we're going to play for your triple play tonight and kick off hour number 2 is called Life of the Party, and has something to do with Randy Travis. So tell us how that happened.
Wow, this is a pretty cool story. I'll try and make it short, though.
Okay.
When I was about, I want to say maybe 14 or 15, I'm not really sure. I was actually played hooky one day. I was home from school and watching an episode of Matlock. And this specific episode, Randy Travis played a song on the front porch of Andy Griffith's house in the TV show. And he was sitting in a porch swing with a guitar, and Andy Griffith was telling him, he said, I guess he was painting his house. He was like a handyman in this episode. And he said, well, when you finish playing this guitar, you think you can finish painting this house? And Randy Travis was like, yeah, no problem. I'll get to it. Well, Andy Griffith started walking off, and Randy Travis started playing this song called Life of the Party. Uh-huh. He was just sitting in the swing playing it, and man, when I heard that song, I was like, holy moly, it was just the best country song I'd ever heard, and
yeah.
So I went out back then. You didn't have like what we have now with YouTube and all that. So I went to Turtles, and I was searching every daggum song Randy Travis, every album he'd put out. Could not find that song anywhere. I mean, it was just non-existent.
Uh-huh.
So back then, I said, if I ever make it in country music or whatever I'm doing, and I come across the opportunity to meet Randy Travis, I'm going to ask him about that dadgum song. So crazy as it is, in 2009, we were playing a show with him at Southern Ground Amphitheater.
Wow.
And this was about a year after our show with Zach Brown, and we played with some big names, like there was Zach Brown and T. Graham Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Neil McCoy, Randy Houser. We had a lot of shows, Shenandoah, but
wow.
We had this one with Randy Travis, and it was like, oh my God, this is my chance. So backstage, we're back there talking, and I said I have to ask you a question, and I've been waiting basically my whole life to ask this question. And he looked at me funny. He was kind of smiling like, what in the world's he about to ask me? And I said, way back, I don't know what year it was, you were on an episode of Matlock, and you played a song on the front porch called Life of the Party. When I said that, he threw his head back and looked straight up like he was just just like, oh my God. And he looked back at me and smiled. He said, how in the world? And he turned to his road manager. He said, can you believe this? He said, man, how do you remember that? And I said, that was the best song I'd ever heard. But I told him, I said, I looked everywhere. I went every music store, man. And he said, you know, a buddy of mine in Nashville wrote that song specifically for that episode. He knew I was going to be on Matlock, and he had said, hey, if I write this song, will you perform it? And Randy Travis said, shoot, yeah, you know. So he wrote this song, and Randy Travis put it out there and played it on the TV show.
Wow. And
it's been silently popular. Like on YouTube, there's a few people also that are big fans of that song. So I decided this last session, I said, you know, I'm going to record that daggum song. And it turned out great, because that's the song of my life, man, with country music, because that really just set me in mode.
That is awesome, man. You sound like you are so excited about this new music, and we can't wait to hear the stuff that you just did in Nashville. And I've been a fan for some time. We've got Shelley Lynn in here, and all of these folks, you know, that love your music. They request your music, and so you're a big deal. And when you get on this radio station, you get on about 15 others too. So we'll put you out there this week.
Oh, shoot. I have no objections to that.
Absolutely. So where would you prefer folks to go to if they want to stream some of your music or purchase it?
Well, it's on every platform as far as Apple and iTunes and YouTube and Spotify, but there's actually a website that I pay for that does a really good promotion of my songs, and the cool thing is you can listen to the whole song for free.
Oh, there you go.
So if you just want to go there and listen, what it is, it's a website called Hear Now, just like hear out of your ears, hearing. So it's HEARNOW Adam Grant. I believe that's the way it goes. But if you just Google it, you type Hear Now, all one word, Hear Now Adam Grant.
Okay. And
it'll bring up all the links to it, and you click on it, you'll see my album from 2020. And then you'll see the new singles from these new sessions. There's one with me standing in front of my tractor. I bought a new, well, it's new to me, but I bought a John Deere tractor that I do all my food plots with for the deer. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do some photo shoots around that daggum tractor.
Yep.
And it turned out cool. I mean, it's pretty cool. It
sure did.
Pictures.
I've seen them. Yep.
Yeah, so you'll see it, and you click on. We did the Panama City song. That's a really cool song to end off the summer with. And you know, I mentioned what was it in Panama City? I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. I'll come back to it. I can't think of the name I'm trying to think of. But anyway, I got my brain just goes a million miles an hour, and I forget what I'm saying. But anyway, if you check it out, the Panama City song, it's just really cool, upbeat, awesome guitar work in that thing, man, and just really cool musically.
That is awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, you're really cool musically, brother. We love your music, and keep doing your thing. We'll try to get you here to Branson one of these days. It shouldn't be too long. We're going to, in a couple of months, already going to be Christmas, and so the season's going to wrap up, and then they'll start back up in March. So if we can't get you here this year, we'll sure work on it for next year. And the reason I'm doing this for the Branson community and some of these theaters is to showcase this new talent that needs to be heard, like you were talking about. You know, you see so much of it on the talent shows like The Voice and America's Got Talent and Idol and all of that. But that's just a scratch in the surface, you know. There's a process. A lot of that is made for TV. I want the stuff that's made for radio, man. Good music needs to be heard, and you sure make it. I
totally agree with that. And, you know, unfortunately, the big radio, you know, they have their select list, of course.
Yes.
But, man, there's so much great music out there. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about others. I mean, just awesome freaking country music. And it's a shame, because that there's so much great music that needs to be heard, and that's what's so great about your station, and you're doing that.
Well, thank you. And when you mention other names, like Jake Worthington and others, you're talking about artists that you love and you listen to. To me, I call that artist supporting artist, because you're listening
Absolutely.
to his music. He's no doubt probably going to be listening to yours. And then great collaborations come out of all of this. You may listen to a female artist that I'm playing on this show and go, man, I would sure love to do a duet with her. And then boom, that has happened in the 10 years that I've been doing that, doing this program many times. So that's why I do it too, to bring you guys together. And writers, you guys are super talented in that area. If you want to co-write with somebody, we got a lot of talented singer-songwriters that are on this program or listen to it. So.
It's funny you mentioned that too about Jake Worthington, because when I wrote Nothing Like Me Losing You, just to prove I don't really focus on my voice, I was thinking, man, how awesome would that be for him to sing this song? Because to me that's in his wheelhouse, man. He could just make that song amazing. But so I thought about that. I was like, man, I wish he'd record this thing, but of course I went ahead and did it.
Yep.
But
well, that's all right.
Anyway,
we'll take that.
And it's not just, I'm a music lover. It's not just the lyrics. I love the instruments, and you'll see that in my music. I put extra long leads in there so that you can hear these guys and their talent. Just like the Panama City song, it's got such amazing guitar work through that song. What's funny about that song too? In the song, I had mentioned Jimmy Buffett. It's in the lyrics, and just. What was it? Not even a month later, we found out he had died, and I couldn't believe that. It was just wow. I was just, oh my goodness, I can't believe that. But yeah, you'll hear a shout out to Jimmy Buffett there in the Panama City song.
That is awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, he made his mark in the music world, and really, you look back on it, and it seemed like something simple with Margaritaville, and he ended up making hotels and restaurants out of that, and building a brand with that one song. And, and that's what you guys are looking to do, too. It might be one or two songs that hit big for you, and this new album you got going on is fantastic. Like I said, I love the country ballads, and, so we're definitely going to try to do our part in getting you heard, and I appreciate your time tonight, man. I know it's a blessing to be on the radio, and it's a blessing to have you on this program, always.
It is definitely a blessing to be on the radio. I think sometimes, well, I don't want to make accusations, but sometimes the artists who have been around a long time, I imagine at some point they kind of just, no big deal, but to me, not everybody gets to be on the radio. That's a big deal, and I will always be appreciative of that and thankful. So, you always know I am beyond thankful to you for what you've done, and I really appreciate that.
I absolutely do, and in fact, some artists even start their own. Recently, Garth Brooks has started the Big 615, which is the area code in Nashville, so it's 615. And it's a radio station. It's actually, he's going to put out 7 of them, I believe, on an app called TuneIn. Well, guess who's on that app, too? With his show. That would be yours truly. So hopefully one of these days we can connect. I've interviewed his daughter, Allie Colleen, in the world of country music. So hopefully we can get on there, too. And my buddy Stormy Warren's already on there. He handed me those 2 Nashville Universal Awards back in 2016 and had a great run on Sirius XM The Highway. And he left to go to Garth's stations. So if Adam Grant ever opens up a station, man, save me a spot, will you, brother?
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate you.
You know what, though? I just enjoy what I'm doing. If it hits big, great. If it doesn't, I'm still gonna keep on doing it. I enjoy it.
Same here. I'm in my prime as long as I pay Amazon for another 30 days. And you are too. So keep doing your thing, and we will definitely love to have you back on. Anytime you want to be on, the door is open. Just hit me up.
Man, I appreciate that.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much, and I really enjoyed being on here. Thank you.
Me too. He's Adam Grant. This is called North to Knoxville on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Heading north to Knoxville, Georgia. interstate. She took me by surprise when she said she couldn't stay. Now she's crossed the state line, Chattanooga, Tennessee, driving all night long just to find serenity. Waiting for her up there is a place that she calls home. Appalachian summers, Smoky Mountain snow. Faded roses on the table, dishes in the sink. Reminds me of our last night before she lost her love for me. In the note she left here, she wrote of being free. Hidden in those words I found a place so far from me. Waiting for her up there is a place that she calls home. Appalachian summers, Smoky Mountain snow. I know it wouldn't change a thing, begging her to stay. She's heading north to Knoxville. She's gone to Tennessee.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I'm the life of the party. I'm everybody's friend. The center of attention. That's how it's always been. They love to see me coming, but hate to see me go. It's just a game I'm playing, but I'll never let them know. I can almost hear their laughter when I turn out the lights. The life of the party dies a little every night. dies a little every night. Yeah, the life of the party dies a little every night.
How about that song? Randy Travis recorded that one, played it on a great tune a great show called Matlock. I remember watching that back in the day. That was the series after Andy Griffith with Mr. Andy Griffith. But Life of the Party, Mr. Adam Grant. And North to Knoxville before that. And Adam made me want to give a big shout out and mention that song was actually written by Joel Bridges, who was the keyboard player for Bad Horse. He wrote North to Knoxville and gets all the credit. So there you go. My good buddy Adam Grant with us live tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio and The Tim Kelly Show. Welcome to hour number 2. We are broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And we got another live interview coming up at the bottom half of this hour in about 15 minutes or so. My good friend Trey Calloway is going to join us on the program. We're going to have a lot of fun talking to him as well. Mr. Jamie Stever is a great artist from Canada. We recently had a great radio interview, and he sent me a brand new single. That'll be the third one in his triple play. We'll start it off with called Love Found Us from Jamie Stever on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. It's Triple Play Thursday.
When I first saw you walking in with all your friends, to tell the truth, baby, I swear I lost my breath. Out of this world, you're the girl I've been searching for. I'm getting high, just one smile, you're so beautiful. You say you wanna dance, you put your hand in mine. Let's have the time of our lives. Living it up on a Friday night, living it up and we're feeling alright, and we sing whoa, oh, 'cause love found us. Living it up with you by my side, living it up till the morning light, and we sing whoa, oh, 'cause love found us. Been hanging on so long for somebody like you, 'cause no one else has ever made me feel the way that you do. Feels like I'm winning, living in a perfect dream. I wanna wake up every morning with you next to me. So come on, take a chance when I ask you for your hand. Come on, hey baby, say yes. Living it up on a Friday night, living it up and we're feeling alright, and we sing whoa, oh, 'cause love found us. Living it up with you by my side, living it up till the morning light, and we sing whoa, oh, 'cause love found us. And we're feeling alright, and we sing whoa, oh, 'cause love found us. Living it up with you by my side, living it up till the morning light, and we sing whoa, oh, 'cause love found us. Love found us. Yeah, love found us. Love found us.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
And
This is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Song number 2.
I've seen the coast of Georgia, sunsets in California, and Colorado rivers in the spring. Midnight stars and northern lights, hometown football Friday nights, Smoky Mountain colors of Tennessee. But there's nothing like when I get home and she's got my favorite t-shirt on. Picture perfect, beautiful to me. And she wraps her arms around my neck and leans in for a little kiss. Time stands still and I can hardly breathe. Man, her love is something like I ain't ever seen. When she walks in, lights up the room, brighter than a harvest moon, and the ocean don't compare to those blue eyes. The 7 wonders of this world don't come close to my sweet girl, and there's no way you'd ever change my mind. 'Cause there's nothing like when I get home and she's got my favorite t-shirt on. Picture perfect, beautiful to me. And she wraps her arms around my neck and leans in for a little kiss. Time stands still and I can hardly breathe. Man, her love is something like I ain't ever seen. Yeah, there's nothing like when I get home and she's got my favorite t-shirt on. Picture perfect, beautiful to me. When she wraps her arms around my neck and leans in for a little kiss. Time stands still and I can hardly breathe. Man, her love is something like I ain't ever seen. Yeah, her love is something like I ain't ever seen. Man, her love is something like I ain't ever seen. I ain't ever seen.
That is the second song in a row for Jamie Stever. He is a great artist from north of the border in Canada. We recently had a great radio interview. Super, super talented. Go check out Jamie Stever. It is Stever. His latest single is the third one in the triple play. It is called Everything on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Sitting in the midnight glow of the TV, another empty bottle on the floor. She comes down and lays a blanket on me, says I can't watch you do this anymore. I've done wrong to the ones I love. It's not their fault that after one I can't stop. I gave up on everything for one thing. Now it's time to give up one thing for everything. I won't miss late nights on a bar stool, and I won't miss waking up alone. She deserves all of my attention. It's time to turn this house back into a home. 'cause I've done wrong to the ones I love. It's not their fault that after one I can't stop. I gave up on everything for one thing. Now it's time to give up one thing for everything that I hold dear, and get back all the wasted years, and make a promise I will keep. I've done wrong to the ones I love. It's not their fault that after one I can't stop. I gave up on everything for one thing. Now it's time to give up one thing for everything. For everything. For everything.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Dressing up his blue jeans and a pearl snap, and shorts are taking off their ball cap. Drink beer instead of champagne. Free time he's fishing on the lake. Good dog and an old truck. Football was their first love. Little work trying to settle them down, but there's something about them boys with a little twang saying hey. Two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby. Singing along to some country gold. Shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, man. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow draw. Going out to somewhere you can dance slow. Flowers you get, they pick 'em on the way home. They say it all without saying too much. No, you can't get enough of them boys with a little twang saying hey. Two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby. Singing along to some country gold. Shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, man. kissing that old friend he told me not to worry about. I walked in just to see for myself. Wanted to tell him to go to hell, but I held my tongue and I just thought, bless her heart, she's out of her head, barely in that little red dress. She don't know what's up ahead, but one of these days she's gonna regret all those nights spent in his arms. Bless her soul, she's in the dark. She don't really know that man of mine she's taking. Bless her heart, he's gonna break it. What goes around comes back around. She's gonna find out real quick. If she hadn't learned that lesson by now, maybe this time it'll stick. Bless her heart, she's out of her head, barely in that little red dress. She don't know what's up ahead, but one of these days she's gonna regret all those nights spent in his arms. Bless her soul, she's in the dark. She don't really know that man of mine she's taking. Bless her heart, he's gonna break it. He's gonna break it. Cheater, cheater, cold bear drinker, did you think I was done? Cheater, cheater, I'll give it 2 weeks or 3 till y'all are done. Bless her heart, she's out of her head, barely in that little red dress. She don't know what's up ahead, but one of these days she's gonna regret all those nights spent in his arms. Bless her soul, she's in the dark. She don't really know that man of mine she's taking. Bless her heart, he's gonna break it. Cold bear drinker, did you think I was done? Yeah, he's gonna break it. I'll give it 2 weeks or 3 till y'all are done. Well, bless her heart.
Her name is Jenna Paulette. She is from the great state of Texas. Slow draw before Bless Her Heart. 2 songs in a row. We'll play one more, and then we're going to get Mr. Trey Calloway in here live for a great radio interview. It's going to be a fun night of country music. We're only halfway through the show. Bless your heart for hanging out with us the whole time. We sure do appreciate that. The third one in the triple play for Jenna Paulette is called You Ain't No Cowboy. Can you believe I just said that? On KICR Indie Country Radio, The Tim Kelly Show, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
You blew in like a Cheyenne wind, blue green eyes with a whiskey grin. It's almost like you knew I had a heart to steal. Yeah, we danced till the lights came on, kissed me slow to a George Strait song. I had no doubt that you were the real deal. You got the head, you got the cattle, you put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots, the scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all. They don't treat you like the next town. Call it home for a couple sundowns. Take your love, then head down the interstate. They don't make promises they can't keep. Don't say 3 words they don't mean. They don't end it with a text from Santa Fe. Cowboys ain't that way. You got the head, you got the cattle, you put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots, the scars on your knuckle, cowgirl fall. You got the bullets and scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all.
Once again, her name is Jenna Paulette. She is from the great state of Texas, and she is a great country music artist. I love playing her on the radio. Sounds so good. Makes the station sound good, and sounds good on Triple Play Thursday, too, when every artist, group, band, male, female, whatever, gets played 3 times in a row. That one is called You Ain't No Cowboy. Well, we got a cowboy in the on the radio right now because I see you in a cowboy hat all the time on social media. His name is Trey Calloway. You're a real cowboy, aren't you?
Yes, sir. How are you, Tim Kelly? You doing all right?
Doing great. Thanks for doing the show tonight, man. Well, you appreciate it.
Man, it's an absolute honor. It's my second time.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we're
talking to
counting.
one of the best DJs around.
Well, thank you for that. Good thing I don't have my headphones on. They're around my neck.
I heard that.
Don't want that head to get too big.
I know.
I wouldn't be able to fit a cowboy hat right now.
As I know, yeah. There's only one country singer that I know of that's got a bigger hat size than me, and that's Charlie Daniels.
Charlie Daniels.
He wore 7 3/4, and I wear a 7 5/8.
Yep, I'm a 7. I'm a 7 1/2.
Hey, man, it's for our big brains.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That is right. Well, man, it's sure great to have you back on, and you got a lot of great new music, and you're going to send me a song ready for airplay on my next week's shows on October the 6th. It's going to be out, so that's going to be fun.
I sure am. I've got a brand new single coming out on October 6th called Wanted Man.
That'll be great. Yeah, that probably described me or you, huh?
I know, right?
we can make wanted posters of ourselves.
Yes, sir.
People will be looking for us, and I'm on the radio mostly, so I'm hard to find.
No, we're not hard to find, Tim.
But,
we're not hard to find,
yep.
buddy.
Hey, Charlie Daniels is one of my idols in the world of country music, too, and my wife, a couple of years ago for Christmas, bought me his memoir, and it's called Don't Look at the Empty Seats, and he believed in doing the same quality show whether you're in front of 20 people or 20,000, and that's how I like to operate on this radio show, because you never know who's listening, and man, you're so great. We hope the right ears are listening to your music, because they're in for a treat if they haven't heard you.
Amen. Thank you, buddy.
I appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about your journey in country music for the folks that didn't hear our first interview.
Well, I'm originally from North Carolina, and I started singing at a very early age. My dad was a Pentecostal preacher when I was growing up, and so I grew up singing. He was an evangelist. He was a traveling preacher, so I would sing. And back at the time, I didn't play guitar yet, so I would just go sing the tracks before he would go up there and preach. And I started doing that around the age of 6. And I guess I caught the music bug back then. And right around the time I turned probably 14 or 15 is when I first heard a Garth Brooks Greatest Hits album, and it was kind of all over but the crying after that. Then it was George Strait and Alan Jackson, and then it was Jason Aldean and Chris Young and all them guys, all the newer guys too. And
yeah,
so it's been a great journey, man. It's been tough. There's been some highs and some lows and some in-betweens, but it's been good.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you're in between one hit and another hit, man. Every time you make a song that you send out to me, I truly believe, because you're one of those artists that I know I can put you on shows like this one, Triple Play Thursday, and all of that, because each song's just better and better and better, man. That's just the way you're rolling right now.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. I appreciate it. We've worked really hard.
Yeah.
We sure have. I've got a great team.
Yeah, it shows, and you're the real deal. And, man, you got some fans, too. They're sharing and liking the show post tonight when I was getting ready to go on the air, and we had a little glitch with the Internet, so hopefully they found us on the I got in about 12 or 15 minutes, and we crashed, and so we came back real quick. But we'll piece them together so all the other radio stations will get the full show out tonight. But, you know, you've got a lot of fans, is what I was trying to say, sharing and liking just the posts that we were doing for the show tonight. So, that is awesome to see.
Well, I really love all my fans. A lot of my fans, quote unquote, are also really good friends of mine. Have become friends of mine.
Yeah.
I try to paint both as the same, so to speak. And every time somebody new comes to a show, I try to point them out in the crowd, and I try to get their attention, and I try to play whatever they want to hear, and try to win them over. And 9 times out of 10, every now and then you get some grumpy people that don't want to have a good time, but most of the time people will just party right along with you, and then that's how you build that personal connection with them, Tim.
Boy, isn't that the truth? And I've got that kind of a fan base in our live interactive chat room, too, that we have on every show. We got it going on right now. We got Shelly in there from Olathe, Kansas. We got Donna in here from Nashville, and a bunch of folks. And the cool thing about it is you get instant feedback on a song. If they love you, they'll tell you right away, hey, this is good, or they love the traditional country sound and all of that. And, man, I love your voice. You got a voice for country music, country radio.
Thank you, Tim. I wish I had a face for country.
Me too.
I got a face for radio.
Me too. That makes 2 of us. That's why that wanted poster is going to be really terrible.
But I'll take the voice. I'll take the voice for radio. I'm okay with that, though.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Me too. Well, yeah, you make us sound good too when we play your music, and that's what it's all about.
Thanks,
and I think back on our last radio interview, you found us maybe searching for internet radio stations, and we absolutely try to pop right up there and be number 1 on Google. And I wasn't even trying to really do that, but when we started Indie Country Radio, I put the K to it for the middle of the country. We're in the K section of radio, so KICR is basically that. It's Indie Country Radio with the K in front of it. So
yes, sir.
And everything on the East Coast has the W in it. But, people grew up, and I did too, listening to radio stations like that. And I still have my favorites that I listen to when I'm traveling. I don't listen to myself as much because I do so many of these, but I love listening to country radio. And that 90s country that we were talking about a little bit earlier, and you mentioned some of those names, really did it for me when I lived in southeast Oklahoma for about 20 years.
Yes, sir.
So
honestly, I love all music. I've always had a deep appreciation for all music, and that's the truth. A lot of people will say that. Well, I like everything, but no, I really do. I like funk, and I like heavy metal and hard rock, and I like country, and I like blues and bluegrass. Bluegrass was a big influence on me growing up too, being from North Carolina. Mm-hmm. So bluegrass and gospel music and all that stuff. I guess it just all kind of mixed together and gave me a sound that people seem to like, so I'll stick with it.
Yep, absolutely. I get a lot of that too sent to me in my email, and this other genre called Americana music, man. I've told these artists, if it sounds country, I'm going to play it on the radio. You can call it Americana, you can call it whatever, but if it sounds country and we got a little bit of violin in there, or there's a lot of piano in country music. That Smoky Mountain Rain that Ronnie Millsap did back in the day, it was amazing with piano. And, just 1 or 2 licks like that or notes is what you're looking for or listening for in those songs. And seeing if the artists, when they're live on stage, can duplicate that, right? That's why you go to concerts.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that song. That's one of my mama's favorite songs. So one of my earliest memories of country music was driving to school in the morning and listening to her play some Ronnie Millsap songs on the
We just talked about him in the previous interview with Adam Grant too. He's a great artist, and they're doing a tribute to him at the Bridgestone Theater. In fact, this week I do believe in Nashville. So
no way.
Yep, that's going to be awesome. So
that's going to be a great show.
Yeah, you're in Nashville, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Well, right now, as we speak, I'm not in Nashville. Actually, I'm hanging out with my son this week in Charlotte, around the Charlotte, North Carolina area.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so I took him home from soccer practice. So I've had a really busy day. I got home just in time to get him a bath and get him into bed and then hop on the phone with you.
Oh,
so I'm doing
that's
daddy life and country singer life.
That's awesome. We appreciate it. Isn't today or yesterday is National Sons Day too, isn't it? I've been seeing that a lot on Facebook.
I think I know it was either today or yesterday. I'm not sure. I've seen some people post and saying that, sorry, I'm late for this, but I think maybe it was yesterday.
I think so. Yeah.
But yeah.
So how old's your son?
He's not. Well, he's getting ready to turn 9 here in about a week. But we're gonna celebrate his birthday on Saturday.
What's his birthday?
October 9th.
Whoa, 2 days from mine. Mine's the 11th.
As a matter of fact, as I was putting him to bed right before you called, he said, "Daddy, are you gonna talk about me on your radio interview?"
Well, there you go, son.
He's got the music bug already, that's for sure, and he's a ham too. He likes the spotlight, that's for sure.
Well, I love that because that's actually one of the questions that I ask if you have children. Are any of them musically inclined? Well, obviously you just answered that, so that's awesome.
He definitely is. Maybe one of these days you'll be interviewing him.
Yeah,
I'd love that.
That is cool. I bet he loves watching Dad on the big stage.
He does, and one of the proudest moments of my life, to be honest with you, actually happened a couple months ago. I was playing a show down in Myrtle Beach, and he got up on stage. He just wanted to get up on stage. He hopped up on stage, and he sang every word, note for note, lick for lick, to my song that I wrote with Justin Bilton and called Working Thing. He knew it by heart. I didn't have to cue him. I didn't have to bring him in on the beat or nothing. He sang the mess out of it, Tim.
That's awesome.
I was the proudest papa probably in the world at that moment.
That is awesome. I have actually got that song. Justin and I have been friends for a long time, and for folks that don't know who he is, he's on the group 3 Doors Down for a long time.
Well, maybe we ought to play that one tonight since we got to talking about it.
There you go. We can do that. It's your show, brother.
Yeah, it's our show.
It's our show.
This is our show.
Well, a couple of months ago, you were playing a show with another gentleman that I met for the first time. Didn't really know who he was, but he came to Branson, and at the Branson Star Theater, where I've been doing some of my shows live on the weekends, I got the chance to interview Tim Atwood, and he had played at the Grand Ole Opry 8,500 times, and I thought that's got to be a typo. That can't be right. But he was actually in the house band, so he has played more times at the Grand Ole Opry than anybody else.
Yes, sir. For 4 decades, he was in the house band. So how I know Tim? Well, Tim, first of all, is a wonderful musician.
Mm-hmm.
And an even better guy.
Yes.
I've gotten to be pretty close to him over the past couple of years, and actually the way I know him is he is the father of my drummer, the drummer that's in my band, a guy named Tristan Atwood.
Wow. Well, there you go.
So that's how we originally met, was through Tristan. And then through the Josie Music Awards, I got to know him a little bit better, and I've got to play the Opry stage at the Tennessee State Fair with him the past 2 years, and that's always fun, man, because he's a tough act to follow. He's a great entertainer, and he will make the crowd. He'll keep the crowd stitching.
He's funny up there too, you know. He tells a little bit of comedy, then he sings it in a song called Retired, and actually we got to see the premiere of the Nashville Roadhouse Live television show. It's going to be a 30-minute variety show, and it's on all the major networks. They're going to be carrying it, so for the list, hit me up or go like the Nashville Roadhouse Live on Facebook, and Stevie Lee Woods has posted the list of all the TV stations that it's going to be on in your area, so you can pick it up. But anyway, he had Tim Atwood on there, and he sang that song Retired on there, and I just, we're just laughing in the audience, and, we had seen Tim and met him and got to see him do it live, but him and his wife Roxanne are just super, super cool people.
They really are. They just took to me, man. It's nice to see people that have been in the business that long, and as kind of an up and coming guy, somebody trying to just get some attention, get somebody to say, "Hey, I noticed you. I'm noticing what you're doing. I know you're working hard. I know you're giving it all you can." It's nice to have some people that have just they don't owe anybody anything. They've gone out and they've earned it, and they've done amazing things with their career, and just for them to turn around and go, "We see you, and we acknowledge that you're really killing it." It's enough to keep you going. When you want to quit, when you want to give it up, when you want to put it down, it's enough to make you go, "Hey, man, if these people believe in me, maybe I ought to keep believing in myself."
Yep, that is absolutely true, and I had the pleasure, I pre-recorded, and I don't do too many of those, but yesterday I got to interview William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys, and that's going to air tomorrow night. So
wow.
That was a big treat for me, and I was having to try to tell him to keep going, because they are supposedly on their final tour this year, and they've been doing it now for 50 years. I couldn't believe it. It was actually 1965 when they got started. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Tim, have you heard Tim and Jeannie Seeley's duet of "You Can't Make Old Friends"? Have you ever seen them do that?
I have not. Huh.
Oh, wow. Maybe next time I get to see them play it, I'll record it and send it to you. Okay. But man, it is something. They love each other. They've been friends for so long, and you can really feel that when they play it. They actually did it at the Opry when we were at the Josie Music Awards not too long ago, and
that is awesome.
And man, they just kill it.
Just this Sunday, we attended the Branson Terry Awards. Now, Terry Bean has been doing the Terry Awards for 45 years, but he's only done them the last 10 years in Branson. And we got to see Barbara Fairchild and her husband sing together. So she was co-hosting the event, and just phenomenal. And they give her a Lifetime Achievement Award, and it brought tears to her eyes. And we had Lori Morgan on there and Linda Davis. So she's actually the mother of Hillary Scott from Lady Antebellum, was on there.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then Tony Orlando, too. He's been in Branson a lot and played here, so he congratulated her, too. It's pretty cool to see all that.
Man, that's something else. I might have to check out this award show. I might have to go get some tickets.
You're going to have to check out Branson, brother. When I saw you with Tim Atwood, that's the first thing that crossed my mind is we got to get Trey Calloway to Branson, too. So we're going to see if we can't help you out with that.
I'm going to have to get you to call my band up and talk them into us going down there and playing some shows.
Oh, you would love it.
That's what we need to do.
The live show capital of the world. We have more theater seats here than Broadway in New York City.
Wow.
So you got places to play, and they would love your music here.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I look forward to getting down there. I think that's a great idea, and we are actively working on it. Me and my team are trying to get down there. You've been a big help, pointing us in the right direction.
Sounds good. Well, I'll help you out some more with that if I haven't already. I don't remember if I texted you that info, but we'll definitely get it to you. Speaking of your music, you got a great song called You Are that we're going to play for the first one tonight on Triple Play Thursday. Tell us about this one.
Well, if you like 90s country, I know you had mentioned 90s country a little bit ago in the interview, but if you like 90s country, if you like Alan Jackson, if you like Shenandoah, if you like Garth Brooks, you're going to love this song. It's just a little love song that I wrote about a very special lady that I love very much, and it's just a good, feel-good, mid-tempo country song that has a modulation in the middle. For all the musicians out there, there's a key change in it. So I think they ought to bring key changes back in country music. That's a fad that needs to come back in style and full force, if you ask me. And you'll hear it if you listen to the end of the song. You'll hear what I'm talking about.
All right, sounds good. It's not the key change where you have to go to Walmart and have one made, right? Okay.
No, sir, it is not.
I've had to do that a time or two, locking myself out of the house.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Trey Calloway, it is called You Are on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
I get up every workday morning before that sun comes round, and I don't ever miss a Sunday service after a long night, long decks down. Everybody's so amazed there's been such a change. They want to know the reason why. You ain't got to look too far, baby, you are. You're the reason God keeps me breathing. Yeah, you're my saving grace. Best believe that I ain't never gonna leave you till it takes my breath away. Who's the stealer of my covers? Who spell them under? Who's the only one that owns this heart? Ain't gotta look too far, baby, you are. You are the sweet in my coffee. You're my sleep tight goodnight kiss. Your hand is the hand I'm holding, and girl, it's a perfect
That is called You Are. That is a great song by Trey Calloway. Love the key changes, too. All the keys work there. That is fantastic. So, great job, my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I sure look forward to everything that you do, and so I'm already excited about October the 6th and 7th. I know I got a show on the 6th, so definitely get me that song as soon as you can, and we'll get it on the air for you. I like getting it out there first if I can.
Well, we'll get it to you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Hey, that'll work for me. I love to hear it. I'm going to be listening to music all day and getting ready for New Music Friday tomorrow night. So love it. So tell me what else you got going on. I was looking at your website a little bit earlier, and I had to reboot this computer, so I didn't pull it back up. But you got a lot of good show dates on there, a lot of cool merchandise. Man, I love the look of it.
Thank you, sir. So, yeah, a little bit about kind of what's going on with me right now. So I have recently picked up a show every Friday night at the local. It's called the Local Nashville.
Yeah.
I've got two favorite bars in town. It is one of my favorite bars to play at every night. My band is incredible. Tristan Atwood, that I told you, that's Tim's son. Darcy John, my guitar player. Blair Smythe, my bass player. And we had a fella named Bruce Boughton playing with us for a while. And if you look up Bruce Boughton, he's played steel on everything from Shameless to a bunch of Brooks and Dunn hit records, and he's just a fantastic musician and a great role model. And but he actually, I think, is going to leave us. I think we're going to end up finding a new guy. I think he wants to take some time to kind of travel and have some fun. But we've got a guy named Joe Spivey that plays fiddle with us. And if you've ever heard the song Seminole Wind, that is Joe playing fiddle on that record. And
wow,
he plays
there you go.
Every Friday night, and he's absolutely fantastic. So there's that Friday show. I play every Saturday night at AJ's. It's always a party. It's always packed to the gills in there on Saturday night when we play. Wanted Man, my new single's dropping on October 6th. I've been songwriting. Just recorded 7 new songs with Grady Saxman Studios, one of the best producers in town, in my opinion. I love him to death.
Wow.
Pitching lots of songs with publishers and NSAI workshops and all this and that and other. And actually, Tim, I just won Texas Country Music Association Country Songwriter of the Year for a song that I wrote by myself.
Congratulations.
About my dad. It's a song called One Tough Job, and to be honest with you, I never expected to win it. It's my first year being involved in it, and one of my managers called me and said, "Hey, we've got some good news. Are you ready? I hope you're sitting down." And then he told me that we had won, so it was an incredible honor. So we're going to go play the award show. I'm getting to perform at the award show at Billy Bob's.
Billy Bob's, Texas.
In Fort Worth, Texas. And I'm one happy guy.
That is awesome. I
couldn't be more excited. So
I think I've seen that recently. Say hi to some of my friends down there. I know Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band. We've known him for 10 years, been playing his stuff. We've won awards together in 2016 at the same award show in Nashville. So Stormy Warren from Sirius XM, now he's over to Gar Station, handed us a couple. And so, yeah, say hi to those Texas folks. I play a lot of those, and we're on Top Shelf Radio Texas. That's one of the stations that carry this program, and we appreciate that. Great country music down there, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm probably going to be walking around starstruck. I mean,
yeah.
I'm the new guy, so I'm going to have my cowboy hat, and my buckle, and my boots, and I'm going to be walking around just trying to shake some hands and meet some people. And man, I'm really looking forward to it. To being at Billy Bob's. It's a sacred ground, like the Opry is. You know, it's one of those sacred ground places. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations on all of that, man. That is fantastic. And keep us posted on what you got going on. And feel free to share on our socials too. Over there on Artist Played on Indie Country Radio, and then the KICR Indie Country Club. Whatever you guys got going on. And I'm saying that for you and everybody that I play on the radio station. And even some that I don't, like to post over there. If it's good country music, showcase it with the folks. And if you make country music, I'd love to hear from you too. IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com. Hit me up and let us hear what you got, and hopefully we can get you on the radio too. But man, every time you hit me up, I'm glad to have you on the radio. So thanks for doing this again. And tell your son he got on the radio tonight, or at least a little bit of him did. And hopefully we can hear him on the radio one day.
Well, folks, I want to say something to the folks at home, if you don't mind, Tim.
Yeah, go.
I just want to tell everybody listening out there that Tim Kelly is one of the best DJs in the business, and he's a super nice guy, both on and off the air. and he's as genuine as they come. And if you are a musician looking to get some help and somebody that'll believe in you, you ought to reach out to him. It's worth it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And we've been doing this for a while, so I hear a lot of great music, and I'm still impressed. When I heard yours, and I'll just say that, you're one of the best artists that I've ever interviewed and developed a friendship with, and we haven't even met yet. So
I know
you come to Branson, I'm going to, Carl Wayne Meekins from Nashville, we had him Saturday night at the theater, and he mauled me with a hug, man, and it was so great.
I'm going to. I'm going to. You better be ready.
We have done 2 radio interviews until he got to sit down right beside me live too, and that's where you're going to be, is right beside us, man. And we can't wait, and it's going to be a fun time. And the folks that come to see you in a live show are going to be in for a treat. I can guarantee you that.
Thank you, buddy. If I know my manager, she's already looking up flight tickets right
there. You go. Get you a one-way ticket to Branson. You'll love it here, man. You're not going to want to go back to Nashville. This is Music City number 2, brother.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to play a song that you talked about a little bit with our good friend Justin Biltonen, who is a member of Three Doors Down, called "Working Thing," right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
He is their bass player.
Okay, he's their bass player. And where would you prefer folks to reach out to you on social media real quick, too?
Well, we're Trey Calloway Music on everything. That's TreyCalloway Music on everything. Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok. Anywhere you do social media, you can find us at Trey Calloway Music.
All right, we're going to play "Working Thing" for Trey Calloway. Your music's working for us every time, brother. On the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
This working thing, man, it's such a pain. I wanna stay at home and hang out with my dog all day, but I gotta make a living, no taking, all giving. Man, it's about to drive me insane. I hate this working thing, 'cause the world is made of money. If I wanna get that honey, I gotta beat myself to death. I know that I regret it. Done maxed out on my credit, then they tax my ass on what is left. I gotta figure out how to get myself out. Lord, it's a crying shame. I hate this no good, low down working thing. Seems like that boss man is always on vacation. Man, my back is breaking. No workman's compensation, just pain and dedication. Overtime and underpaid. I thought about calling in sick today, but here I am anyway, wasting my life away. Yeah, well, this world is made of money. If I want to get that honey, I gotta beat myself to death. I know that I regret it. Done maxed out all my credit, and they tax my house on what is left. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get myself out. Lord, it's a crying shame. I hate this no good, low down working thing. Working thing, working thing, working thing. I hate this working thing, a working thing, a working thing. I hate this working thing, 'cause the world is made of money. If I want to get that honey, I gotta beat myself to death. I know that I regret it. Done maxed out all my credit, and they tax my house on what is left. Lord, it's a crying shame. I hate this no good, low down working
Country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
My granddad, his granddaddy was a Carolina son, born to a preacher man and born to hold a gun. Alcohol was outlawed when he came home from war. Money hard to come by, so he turned to cooking corn. Sugar by the pound, listening to the sound of that drip, drip, drip from that old copper steel. Every sip, 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 liquid gold, sweet honey from the hills. It don't matter what the lawman think, people gonna have their drink, and my people made that thumb kick, kick, drip, drip, drip. Trunk filled up with bottles, glove box full of cash, trouble in the rear view, coming up too fast. One man died on a mountain and one man drove away. He never did get caught, that's why I'm here today, singing about that drip, drip, drip from that old copper steel. Every sip, 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 liquid gold, sweet honey from the hills. It don't matter what the lawman think, people gonna have their drink, and my people made that thumb kick, kick, drip, drip, drip. You know when I sing this song, I can't help but feel a little pride. Oh, you know why? An American legend tucked away in them Appalachian pine. Come on. Drip, drip, drip from that old copper steel. Every sip, 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 liquid gold, sweet honey from the hills. Come on and drink your fill, 'cause it don't matter what the lawman think, people gonna have their drink, and my people made that thumb kick, kick. I said my people made that thumb kick, kick, drip, drip, drip.
Oh, yeah. His name is Trey Calloway. We just wrapped up our second great radio interview tonight. That is called Drip, and we're getting ready to drip another hour of what we call New Country's Best on you, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you're still tuned in. You're in for a treat on the next hour. We've got some brand new music from a married couple. They've been doing it for 13 years, and they just started doing it together, actually, on the radio. I've been playing his music, but haven't played them together as a married couple. So we're going to do that after this next song that we're getting ready to play. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio. Added.com to that. We are live on our website right now from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Mr. Jonathan Lynn is going to kick off hour number 3 with The Image of Me, the title track of his latest project on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Yes, I know she's the life of the party, and without her, things here would die. Oh, but don't
her sad times. She knows how to cry. She drinks and she talks just a little too loud. And with her pride gone, she tags along with any old crowd. Yes, I know I'm to blame, and I feel so ashamed that I've made her the image of me. Yes, I met her in a little country town. She was simple and old-fashioned in some ways, but she loved me till I dragged her down. Then she just gave up and drifted away. She drinks and she talks just a little too loud. And with her pride gone, she tags along with any old crowd. Yes, I know I'm to blame, and I feel so ashamed that I've made her the image of me.
Song number 2.
Loving her is all I live for. Loving her, I'm the only man she wants to know, Lord. 'Cause loving her is a one-man show. Now I'm a star in her arms, with her body so soft and warm. We're singing a song that no one else knows. 'Cause loving her is a one-man show. She's the stage, she's the crowd, she's the words I sing out loud. And every time we do the show, it makes love stronger and lets it grow. Thank the Lord, she won't let go. She's holding on to her one-man show. I'm a star in her arms, with her body so soft and warm. We're singing a song that no one else knows. 'Cause loving her is a one-man show. Loving her is a one-man show.
That is also off of the same project called The Image of Me, Mr. Jonathan Lynn, and a great tune right there called One Man Show. Well, I hope you're loving this One Man Show. We work hard at it, playing new country's best. Man, I'll tell you, I'm breaking a sweat right now in hour number 3. I am having so much fun and excited, chair dancing to the music. It is a blast doing this, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell, you know, you've heard the music. It's new country's best, absolutely. And 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. That's how we're doing it tonight. Well, our anniversary is coming up in just a couple of weeks. Me and my wife, she's in our live interactive chat room. So I'm going to send this next song out to her. It was played at our wedding, and I want to thank Jonathan Lynn for doing that as well. It is called You're All I Need on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, Triple Play Thursday.
Find someone like you ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Trust me, my darling, you're all I need. When I first saw you, my eyes behold, who is this beauty with a heart of gold? But I knew then, before it began, you weren't just a lover, you'd be my best friend. I'll never find someone like you ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Trust me, my darling, you're all I need. Life ain't easy, sometimes so rough. Others always run when things got too tough. But you took my hand, you promised your love. I knew you'd be there till the end. I'll never find someone like you, ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Just trust me, my darling, 'cause you're all I need. Just trust me, my darling, 'cause you're all I need.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
The Opry's down in Tennessee, Cowtown's up in Abilene. The devil and the IRS, well, they both share the same address. God's in heaven, the Pope's in Rome, and the honeymoon's over at home. Well, we said I do
but we both know we can't do no better. Guess we'll feel like this forever. The Opry's down in Tennessee, Cowtown's up in Abilene. The devil and the IRS, well, they both share the same address. God's in heaven, the Pope's in Rome, and the honeymoon's over at home. Must be high on Willie's weed if you think that I ain't dreamed of leaving.
And yours drunk as Cooter Brown. If you think I'm gonna beg you to stick around,
but we can't afford the lawyer fee for a DIVORCE. The Opry's down in Tennessee, Cowtown's up in Abilene. The devil and the IRS, well, they both share the same address. God's in heaven, the Pope's in Rome, and the honeymoon's over at home. Yeah, God's in heaven, the Pope's in Rome, and the honeymoon's over at home.
The honeymoon. Back when you still wore a bikini.
Well, that wasn't the only thing that was teeny weeny.
Whoa, hey, it was cold in the ocean that day.
I'm talking about the diamond in my wedding ring. Remember we almost lost it in the sand?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if you didn't buy so much beer, you could have bought me a bigger ring.
Song number 2.
Meant every word to you, honey, when I said I do. But there sure ain't been much honey since the honeymoon.
I made a promise in front of God, your daddy and you. But I'll be damned if the devil wasn't in on it too.
We're hitched up like a ball to a chain, like a pawn shop ring to a new last name. Hitched up like a plow in the dust, stuck dragging behind the old hunk of rust. Hitched up for better or worse till we're 6 feet down in the dirt. Hitched up, hitched up, hitched up. Well, happy ever after sure ain't for the faint of hearts. 'Cause I'm playing second fiddle to happy hour down at the bar.
Well, I tried buying you flowers, read the book on Venus and Mars. I've been bringing home the bacon, but can barely get you out of your drawers.
Hitched up like a ball to a chain, like a pawn shop ring to a new last name. Hitched up like a plow in the dust, stuck dragging behind the old hunk of rust. Hitched up for better or worse till we're 6 feet down in the dirt. Hitched up, hitched up, hitched up. Everybody does it, so I guess that's why we did it. Now I'm standing in the kitchen washing hammer-down dishes while I bet you're with your buddies drinking beer out fishing.
Now hold your horses, honey, 'cause you know I ain't listening. What's it gonna take for you to give me a break? I've been busting my back, you keep riding my case, and now it's getting kinda old and it's a little too late. One body, one blood.
One big mistake. We're hitched up like a ball to a chain, like a pawn shop ring to a new last name. Hitched up like a plow in the dust, stuck dragging behind your old hunk of rust. Hitched up for better or worse till we're 6 feet down in the dirt. Hitched up, hitched up.
brand new music for you on this Triple Play Thursday. They go by the Mises. That is called Hitched Up, and before that, another fun song called Honeymoon. Can you tell that that's over with already? 13 years they've been together as husband and wife and making music, but I just now finding out about it. Logan Mize, I have known of him. I do have his music, but his wife, it goes by the name of Jill Martin, but together they are the Mises, and they are fantastic. I truly do love their sound, so go check them out if you get a chance, and if you want to listen to this whole show over and over again to check them out some more, that is absolutely fine by me. How about Love's the Only Thing Working, the Triple Play Thursday song for the Mises on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
When it's hard times, honey, and we're tight on the money, the funny thing about me and you, faucets leaking in the kitchen, washers out of rhythm, we never let it step on our groove. When the engine light is blinking red, we put our worries straight to bed. Love's the only thing working. Our hearts keep the home fires burning. Ain't nothing we can't fix when you give me a kiss, lock the door and close the curtains. 'Cause our love's the only thing working.
In the heat of the summer, ain't it such a bummer when the AC quits blowing cold? You try to dial up something country, but there's nothing but static on the radio. It don't matter what it plays, we can make our own music anyway.
Love's the only thing working. Our hearts keep the home fires burning. Ain't nothing we can't fix when you give me a kiss, lock the door and close the curtains. 'Cause our love's the only thing working. Seems like something's always going wrong.
But you and me, we got it.
Going on. Love's the only thing working. Our hearts keep the home fires burning. Ain't nothing we can't fix when you give me a kiss, lock the door and close the curtains. 'Cause our love's the only thing working. Yeah, our love's the only thing working. Yeah. Yeah, roofs are gonna leak, floors are gonna creak. Got a list about a mile long. Patches on our jeans, holes in all the screens, but honey, we're still going strong.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine's. At least once a week, you got a dozen in hand. Doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night, one for when sorry wouldn't make lipstick red we don't talk about. I'm waiting on a bouquet that comes without. One for every white lie that's left your lips. There's one for every broken promise I forgive. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. I don't know why you and I can't start over when the flowers die. All I need is for you to see they don't mean nothing to me. When there's one for that ring burning on your hand, and one for every wilted second chance. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we don't show it, so we just call them roses. Roses. Yeah, we'll just call them roses.
Song number 2.
Almost missed the turn to my mama's house. Just looking around at all the things that have changed since I rolled out. That brand new coffee shop used to be a gravel lot. It was the home game hangout spot, and now it's not. And it's real clear to see that we're through without me. The sun will go up, sun will go down. They'll widen the road on 58 South. Out with the old, breaking new ground, ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. I just ran into Miss Robertson, my next door neighbor growing up. She said hi back, but I'm not sure that she recognized who I was. How can a place such a part of me move right on without skipping a beat? Cover my handprint with fresh concrete, paving over my memory. The sun will go up, sun will go down. They'll widen the road on 58 South. Out with the old, breaking new ground, ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. On the outside looking in, wishing I was part of it again, and go back every time I can. But time marches on like that high school band, and that sun will go up, it'll come down. They'll widen the road on 58 South. Out with the old, they're breaking new ground and ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. This town left me.
It has sure been a pleasure to watch this young lady's future in the world of country music blossom. That is my good friend Mae Estes. She is from Hope, Arkansas, debuted at the Grand Ole Opry last March the 4th. What did she do this weekend? She was asked on TikTok. She said, I just opened for Lainey freaking Wilson. She did. The bell-bottom queen of country music right now. And congratulations to my good friend, Miss Mae Estes. The third one in the triple play from Mae Estes is called Your Hands on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
I've seen your hands grease stained, turn a wrench, swing a hammer, take apart a V8, put it back together and never miss a move. They just know what to do. And I've seen your hands 10 and 2, headed east on 40, hometown in the rear view. You left for me, letting go of everything so I could chase a dream. Steady and true and strong, and right where I belong. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hand's always holding mine. I felt your hands in the dark, light me up all over, running through my hair and pulling me closer like nobody else. You know me better than I know myself. You pick me up when I can't stand, like my mama prayed for, kind of man. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hands always holding mine, when we got the whole world in the palm of it. When the going gets tough, ain't letting go of it. Yeah, we'll make the most of it. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door, my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hands always holding mine, holding mine.
Stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart.
And this.
This old shirt is getting worn, the knees of these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should.
And this.
Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door, my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Cotton flannel on a front porch swing, leather jacket and some tight blue jeans. Don't get me started on the things I think when you're wearing nothing but them soft white sheets. Yeah. Listen, baby, you can put on anything. What drives me crazy is seeing you and a honky tonk your body like a long black dress. It's tailor-made for your silhouette. Nothing steals my breath like seeing you in a honky-tonk. The way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. Nothing turns me on like you. In a honky-tonk, sipping and swaying and singing. Girl, all I'm saying is it fits you like a glove. Listen, baby, you can put on anything, but I just go crazy seeing you in a honky-tonk. The way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. Nothing turns me on like you. In a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. But nothing turns me on like you. In a honky-tonk. Oh, in a honky-tonk. In a honky-tonk.
Song number 2.
She looks good, I mean real good. She got that thing about her. She got that glow around her. Now it's been folded, but every time I hold it, I just can't believe you can fit in that much. Pretty in a 3x3. She's in that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. There's a corner ripped off. Her name's in a heart at the bottom. And there's a tear stain down the middle, where I've cried a little over that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She ain't in this house, this room, or this town. She ain't in this bed I'm laying in right now. Now she's in a red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, cutting me right straight to the core. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet, because she might be in this Polaroid. She ain't in the picture anymore. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She looks good, I'm ain't real good.
His name is Randall King. That is called In the Picture, and before that, You in a Honky Tonk. Hey, speaking of In the Picture and Polaroids, you think Trey Calloway used a Polaroid to take a picture of his next song, Most Wanted, and me and him be the wanted posters? Absolutely. That might be fun, huh? I don't think we'll get the reward, though, or nobody will get the reward if I'm dead. Only alive. How about that? But we are alive right now and live on the radio with the third single from Randall King. It is called Hey Moon on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Hey moon, it's me again, that guy that's always checking back in. How's she doing? I'm hoping better than I've been. Hey moon, there's someone you see that stands between her love and me, and I miss her. Damn, I miss her. Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky. Oh, but I gotta try. Hey moon, is she looking up from her room and thinking of us? Has she been tucked in, wondering where I've been, dreaming about seeing me again? Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky, but I gotta try. Hey moon.
Like we know New Country.
Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I stopped drinking light beer, started mixing me some whiskey and coke. I gave up cigarettes cause I found me something better to smoke. Quit that local bar cause I found me a honky-tonk scene. I'm just a good old boy looking for the next new thing. I ain't a do-right, walk the line, 9 to 5, same routine. Hell, I'm an all-night bona fide good time, know what I mean? I'm just a good old boy looking for the next new thing. Said the neighbors called the cops last night about 2:45. Here come the headlights of the dry blue lights looking for me. Oh, he said, buddy, what you doing? I said, don't you throw your book at me. I'm just a good old boy looking for the next new thing. Lord, I ain't a do-right
number 2.
Had my thumb stuck in my back pockets. Watched you backing up out of the drive. And I just sat down, looked, there she goes. As you drove into a sunset sky, said I'd give you all the space that you wanted. Just didn't know that you want so much. So tonight I'm playing my guitar, and I'm crying like a country song. Sitting here staring out the window, wondering how do you ever get so long? Must be one hell of a highway you're on. I bet you're blowing by billboards and exit signs. Got that thing set on cruise control. You know you never said where when you said goodbye. Just went burning down a downhill road. That old Toyota of yours ain't no race car. Don't know how you got so far so fast. So tonight I'm playing my guitar, and I'm crying like a country song. Yeah, I'm sitting here staring out the window, wondering how do you ever get so gone? Must be one hell of a highway you're on. So tonight I'm playing my guitar, and I'm crying like a country song. I'm sitting here staring out the window, wondering how do you ever get so gone? Must be one hell of a highway you're on. Oh, must be one hell of a highway you're on.
His name is Jake Worthington. He was a member of Team Blake on season number 6 of NBC's The Voice. He made it all the way to the semifinals, and he is still making that great original country music. That is called Hell of a Highway, and before that, The Next New Thing. He's the next new thing, ladies and gentlemen. He can sure sing, and we talked about him tonight in the Adam Grant interview as well. Hopefully Adam Grant's still listening. This is a great triple play. But it is almost closing time, so let's play the third one from Jake. It is called Closing Time on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
It ain't the stories that old jukebox tells. It ain't calling shots over 8-ball felt. Ain't how the neon shines through a smoke-filled room. Ain't hard to understand what keeps me on this stool. It just ain't close enough to closing time for me to leave this bar and our love behind. I know I'll close my tab with you off my mind. It just ain't close enough to closing time. It takes half a day and half a night to make half a man feel half alright. And when I hear last call, I'll get to leave this place. Oh, but as it sits helps. It ain't calling shots over 8-ball film.
Once again, he is our good friend Jake Worthington. That is called Closing Time. Well, that's exactly what it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it for this Triple Play Thursday edition of The Tim Kelly Show. Join me tomorrow night on New Music Friday. I'm going to hit the airwaves a couple of hours early. We're going to go at 5 p.m. Central Time with New Country's Best. And my special guest tomorrow night will be George Highfill, and from the Oak Ridge Boys, William Lee Golden. Man, that's going to be a fun show. Tonight was a fun show. I want to thank my good friend Adam Grant and Trey Calloway for joining me on the program tonight. They are two talented gentlemen in the world of country music. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the